What if your greatest fear made you a hero? This is the story of Swami, a boy who became famous for all the wrong reasons. Welcome to Malgudi, a fictional town in South India, created by one of India's greatest storytellers, Narayan. Narayan had a gift. He could see the extraordinary in ordinary lives. And no character captures this better than Swami, a nervous, imaginative schoolboy who just wants to sleep beside his grandmother. A story begins on an ordinary evening. That would change everything. Swami's father is reading the evening newspaper. He looks up and says, "Swami, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. The boy fought the tiger, climbed a tree, stayed there for half a day until people came and killed the tiger. What do you say to that? I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not a boy at all. How could a boy fight a tiger? You think you are wiser than the newspaper? A man may have the strength of an elephant and yet be a coward, whereas another may have the strength of a straw. But if he has courage, he can do anything. Courage is everything." "How can it be, Father? Suppose I have all the courage. What could I do if a tiger should attack me?" "Leave alone strength. Can you prove you have courage? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room." A frightful proposition. For Swami, this was nothing less than a nightmare come true.
Boy, are you already feeling sleepy? Don't you want to hear a story?
Swami made wild gesticulations to silence his granny, but that good lady saw nothing.
Please, please, shut up, Granny. Don't talk to me, and don't let anyone call me, even if the house is on fire.
He fake snored, but it didn't work.
"Swami, get up."
Why do you disturb him?
Get up, Swami. Swami looked at Granny, hesitated, and followed his father, throwing a look of appeal at his mother.
"Why do you take him to the office room? He can sleep in the hall, I think."
I don't think so. Swami slunk behind him with bowed head.
Let me sleep in the hall, Father. Your office room is very dusty, and there may be scorpions behind your law books.
"There are no scorpions, little fellow. Sleep on the bench if you like."
Can I have a lamp burning in the room?
"No, you must learn not to be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit."
Will you at least leave the door open?
"All right, but promise you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side. If you do it, I'll make you the laughing stock of your school." And just like that, Swami was cut off from humanity. As the night advanced and the silence deepened, his heart beat faster. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts, how often his chum Mani had seen the devil in the banyan tree. What about poor Munisami's father, who spat out blood because the devil slapped his cheek? He was faint with fear. He covered himself so completely that he could hardly breathe. Every moment he expected the devils to come up and carry him away. Finally, he had an idea. He spread his bed under the bench. It seemed safer, more compact, more reassuring. He shut his eyes tight, encased himself in his blanket, and unknown to himself, fell asleep. But sleep brought no peace. A tiger was chasing him. His feet stuck to the ground. He desperately tried to escape. But then a loud thud. Swami groaned in despair. With a desperate effort, he opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence. But he only touched the wooden leg of the bench, and his lonely state came back to him. Something was moving down. He lay gazing at it in horror. His end had come. He realized the devil would pull him out and tear him. So why should he wait? As it came nearer, he crawled out from under the bench, hugged it with all his might, and used his teeth on it like a mortal weapon.
Ayo! Something has bitten me.
In a moment, father, cook, and a servant came in, carrying a light. And all three of them fell on the burglar, one of the most notorious housebreakers of the district. Swami stared. He had bitten a burglar, not a devil, a real, live burglar. The next day, congratulations were showered on Swami. His classmates looked at him with respect. His teacher patted his back. He is a true scout. Why don't you join the police when you grow up?
Certainly, yes.
Though he had quite made up his mind to be an engine driver, a railway guard, or a bus conductor. Where is the boy?
He is asleep.
Already?
He didn't have a wink of sleep the whole of last night. He's in his usual place. Went to bed at 7:30.
Sleeping beside his granny again? No wonder he wanted to be asleep before I could return home. Clever boy.
You let him sleep where he likes. You needn't risk his life again.
All right, mollycoddle and spoil him as much as you like. Swami, following the whole conversation from under the blanket, felt tremendously relieved to hear that his father was giving him up. And so ends the story of the accidental hero. Swami's father said courage is everything, but Swami became a hero through fear, not bravery. Narayan shows us three things: that heroism can be accidental, that children need security, not tests, and that sometimes what looks like courage is just terrified survival instinct. In the end, Swami got what he always wanted: his grandmother's side, his safe place. And isn't that what every child deserves? The greatest heroes are sometimes the most frightened ones. Have you ever been an accidental hero? Tell us in the comments. Like and subscribe for more stories from Malgudi.